Hi, it's me. Woolly mammoths were enormous elephant-like creatures that lived in North America, Europe, and Asia during the Pleistocene epoch. And despite their immense size, they were surprisingly swift. They could run at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour. However, these gentle giants went extinct around 10,000 years ago. So why don't we have any woolly mammoth roadkill to clean up after a nice spring rain? Well, thanks for asking. And here's why. Woolly mammoths went extinct around 10,000 years ago. But you might be wondering, if we can find woolly mammoths that are tens of thousands of years old, why do we think they went extinct only 10,000 years ago? Well, we know that woolly mammoths live to be around 60 years old, so this little guy had plenty of time to grow up and meet some friends. In fact, there's evidence that woolly mammoths lived in herds of around 50 to 100 individuals. So when scientists found his skeleton, they also found the skeletons of several other mammoths nearby, including another young male, 2 adult females, and a baby. The researchers knew that if they carefully excavated the site, they might find more bones nearby. Sure enough, they discovered a third female, this one an adult, along with dozens of bones from other mammoths of all ages. This raised 2 important questions. Why did so many mammoths die in this one place? How do we know that they really are mammoths? To answer the first question, scientists examined the bones for signs of injury, disease, or death by violence. Most of the bones showed no signs of trauma, but one young male had a nasty gash on his tusk, likely the result of a fight with another mammoth. As for how we know that these skeletons really are mammoths, well, that was a little easier to answer. You see, a few years before this fossil site was discovered, a local gold mining company unearthed a trove of mammoth tusks and bones nearby.
One of those ended up in the private collection of a Siberian businessman.
And it soon became a bit of a legend in mammoth hunting circles, since nobody could figure out where it came from. It turned out that the businessman wasn't even aware he had a mammoth in his basement, let alone a whole herd's worth. But once scientists learned that he had a mammoth on his hands, they convinced him to part ways with it. The rest of the herd wasn't far behind. With all of these new fossils in hand, scientists could finally piece together what happened to this particular herd. You see, about 40,000 years ago, the region was home to a large population of woolly mammoths, as well as other Ice Age megafauna like woolly rhinoceroses, giant deer, and cave bears. But it was also home to humans. Specifically, a group of early modern humans who lived in this region for most of the year and hunted woolly mammoths for food. In fact, the team believes that overhunting may have been the ultimate cause of the extinction of woolly mammoths and other Ice Age animals. But in this case, it wasn't overhunting that killed them all. Instead, it seems that a combination of climate change, shrinking habitat, and human activity gradually caused this mammoth herd to move farther north into Siberia, where they eventually died of starvation. Today, these fossils are helping scientists better understand the woolly mammoth and its place in the Ice Age ecosystem. And while these ancient relatives may be long gone, their legacy lives on in museums and in our ongoing efforts to learn more about them. So thanks for watching, and remember, don't be an a-hole. Woolly mammoths are cool.